My name is Mimosa Pastiuku, and I will be your MC for the evening. My journey in Canada started 3 years ago when I moved from North Macedonia. A couple of months after arriving, I started my journey in MOSAIC as well. So I started out as a MOSAIC client, then as a volunteer, and today I'm happy to be part of the MOSAIC family and settlement team and celebrate this special day with all of you together. I'm thrilled to see so many of you join us tonight. I see we are close to 70 people, and I want to thank you all for being here to celebrate such an important moment and milestone for MOSAIC and for all of us. And before we go any further, we acknowledge that the ceremony happens on the traditional and unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, in particular the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations, and we would like to thank them for being able to live and work on their ancestral lands. Please join me in welcoming James Delorme for a traditional welcome. James is an Indigenous leader and a member of the Clahus First Nation. He's a former chief and has extensive experience in the technology sector. He is also a Community Relations Director of Shop First Nations and is coming to you today to start us off in a good way, to welcome us with a territorial recognition and a message with Indigenous lands. James, the floor is yours.
Emot samskwagen, ko chu happy, dishtes geja. What I said was, I feel good. I come from this place, and we are all related. And we are all related as human beings, as people of this earth. My name is James Delorme. I'm a member of Clahus First Nation. Thank you for the introduction. Very nice to be with you all on this special event tonight. It's very special because 45 years ago, MOSAIC started to thrive, to work together, to do what we call Hathan Wegas, that's coming together in the Ijutham language. That's what you're all doing here today. You're all witnesses of this great event. So I invite you today, when you leave here, tell your friends and your relatives the good news that we are celebrating here tonight. Tell your friends and relatives about the people you met through this MOSAIC process. Tell them about your experiences working with these great people. Share with them the love, the hard work, and the dedication that everyone is doing. I want to recognize the territory I'm on today. I'm coming to you from the Sumath and Mathaqui First Nations. The closest settler town is called Abbotsford. And if you've been following the news, there's been a lot of weather events. I'm happy to say that my family are safe, but there's a lot of other folks that are having a tough time. And this is a good reason why we do territorial recognition. We do that to recognize not just the people who live in the territories we're on, but also recognize who they are and know that the Sumath and Mathaqui people are currently under some very stressful times. So I'm thinking about them tonight, as I'm sure you are as well. So that is something, part of lessons that we learn in this life, the lessons of our family, our traditions, and our cultural practices. I know this resonates with everyone here in this group. I know that you all came from humble beginnings. You came to Canada, you came to work with MOSAIC humbly in hopes of success and gaining knowledge that will help you survive. So I'm holding my hands and thanking you today, not just to be here as a witness, but for your perseverance, for your ability to see how important it is to keep going, and to Chatan Wegas, to come together. It is important for us to do this work. This is our way as Indigenous people. And I want to recognize that these are your traditions. These are your protocols. These are your history. And I share that with you, the joy of your people. So I want to do a special shout out tonight, and it's to a couple of my elders. 2 Klahoose elders who have guided me in my process through my life, my journey, who have taught me my teachings, my cultural teachings, and my protocols. So Mary Harry and Norman Harry Sr. are both Klahoose elders who have graciously gifted me, or what we call a hanatam, with traditional knowledge. So that's important when we talk about territorial recognition. We recognize the knowledge keepers, the mentors, the people that guide us and bring us to the space where we feel comfortable doing the work that we do. I am very happy because the company I represent, Shop First Nations, has been working with MOSAIC for not a long time, but for a little while. And they've asked us to bring the Indigenous lens. So I just want to recognize MOSAIC, not just for the 45 years they've been doing this work. By the way, I was 5 years old when that started. Gives you my age a little bit. But I also want to recognize the dedication that this organization is undertaking. Those elders that I mentioned, they're what we call Hais Kaimuch. And Hais Kaimuch is how we say our ranking elders. That's how we recognize them. We say they're Hais Kaimuch people. And so tonight I want to do a hanatam, and you're all a witness here tonight. I'm giving a gift to the MOSAIC people. And I'm giving it a gift from my elders to the MOSAIC people, and you're all witnesses to hear that I consider MOSAIC Hais Kaimuch. They're very important to me. And why are they very important? Because they help guide us. They help us support what we're doing. And they've helped support me. And that's why I stand here today. And I support you all in your journey. So tonight, enjoy this special evening. Enjoy this celebration we are having today. It's important to recognize we are all here with a purpose, and we are all here to help each other. So thanks for Chatan Wegas. Thanks for coming together and thriving for MOSAIC for the last 45 years. And I'll say in closing, Chatam Kwename in the Ajutam language. And it's a very playful phrase, and it means, I will see you later, because there's no goodbye, only Chatam Kwename. Thank you. Aho. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, James, for your welcoming words and kind message. I would like now to invite Olga Stakova, CEO of MOSAIC, for her opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Mimosa. And thank you, James, so much for your kind and warm words. And thank you so much for your partnership. And thank you for being here with us tonight. It is a big night. We all wish we could have done this in person the way just as MOSAIC can. I'm throwing a great celebration, having fun, but hey, we'll take what we have. And this is the next best thing. It's wonderful that you are all joining us tonight. And I'm just so thrilled to be able to be here tonight to celebrate the resilience and the contributions of immigrants and refugees to our society. And there's no better way to celebrate MOSAIC's 45th anniversary than through the stories of immigrants and refugees that we've had the privilege to work along and work with. As an immigrant serving organization, our mandate is to support newcomers as they build their new life in Canada and becoming the social and the professional network that they left behind in their home countries. But we're also a group of deeply committed individuals who are truly passionate about seeing newcomers succeed. Most of our team members have lived experience as immigrants or refugees. Our team speaks close to 80 different languages in support of our clients who come from over 130 different countries of origin. I came to Canada 22 years ago from Slovakia, and I chose to immigrate to Canada. It was my choice to build a life in a new country. And I feel very fortunate that I can still go back and visit my home country and my family whenever I can. Well, not now during COVID, but under normal circumstances. I was not forced to leave my home by conflict of persecution. And I recognize that I came to Canada with a lot of privilege. My journey to find a meaningful employment and in this new country is very similar to the one that we hear every single day and that many of you share. Despite my education and previous work experience, I had difficult time finding even an entry-level office position. And as many of you, I didn't have the luxury to wait for the perfect job. And I took a job in retail, a job that paid less than minimum wage. I could not even afford daycare for my son. You know, building a life in a new country and raising a child in a new country without the support of your family, it's hard and it's very lonely. And it is the local organizations that made a difference in my journey. It was the local family center that helped me figure out healthcare and immunization for my son, and even connected me to other moms from my home country. And it was MOSAIC that helped me 22 years ago figure out my pathway to permanent residency. And it was the network of friends that I built that helped me secure that very first job. And I have been very fortunate to have had great mentors and champions throughout my career who believed in me, who continued to push me way outside of my comfort zone, and who continued creating those opportunities to advance my career. And it's because of those individuals that I was able to build a career in the not-for-profit sector in Canada. And it's because of those individuals that I have the privilege today to lead this amazing organization. Organization that makes a difference in lives of the many brave immigrants and refugees who come to Canada every year to start and build a new life for themselves and for their families. And this is the night to celebrate them. You know, the immigrants and refugees that inspire and motivate us every day. I would like to thank the organizing committee for making this event possible. There are many individuals across MOSAIC who work tirelessly to create an opportunity for us to get together virtually and hear directly from our clients, share their stories and journeys. And I would like to thank the immigrants, refugees, our clients who agreed to share their stories with us tonight and be here tonight. I'm really looking forward to this evening. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Petra Koret. Petra is the chair of the MOSAIC Board of Directors, a group of volunteers who dedicate their personal time to the guidance of this organization and without whom this work would not be possible. So please join me in welcoming Petra.
Thank you so much, Olga. And to James, thank you for the Hathanwegas and the power of the words that you shared with us. I am truly delighted on behalf of the board to be part of this incredible evening to celebrate your journeys, the stories, your resilience as newcomers to Canada, and to think there are 45 years of and scrapers have their own lived experiences, first and second generation immigrants. My own experience as a first generation Canadian of parents that escaped the atrocities of World War II is one of hope, perseverance, and perspective. And perspective was for us always about the importance of family and community and the extension of how we define community and family, and the balance of embracing all the wonderful aspects of life in Canada while staying rooted to the heritage and tradition that couldn't be packed in a suitcase. The main goal for MOSAIC is to ensure that it provides the best and most relevant services and responds to your emerging needs. And we value the close connections our staff have to the immigrant and refugee communities that help us stay informed and identify those emerging needs and the programs that will make a difference in your lives and that of your families. The board is inspired each and every day to learn about the services and the people that are making a difference in your lives. And we appreciate when you push us as an organization to adapt, to improve, and to excel beyond what we thought was possible. And passion that you bring to the work you do each and every day. What we know from the last 2 years is that we need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, as the pace of change around us requires us to listen, to adjust, and as this evening suggests, to thrive. So in conclusion, on behalf of my fellow board colleagues, continue to take full advantage of the amazing services MOSAIC offers. Thanks to all the dedicated staff and volunteers that make it possible. This is an incredible milestone to be celebrating with all of you on the 45 years of MOSAIC, and the stories and the shared experiences that we'll hear about tonight. I'm super excited, and to all, a huge thank you.
Thank you, Olga and Petra, for sharing your inspiring stories with us. Next, we'll have MOSAIC clients from past to present who will share their impact of MOSAIC services on their settlement experience. So first, we will have Amrita Premasuthan. She's a career paths and workplace connections client. Amrita, the floor is yours.
Hi, thank you, Mimosa. Am I audible to everyone? Okay, great. Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful that I got this opportunity to speak today. I came to Canada in the February of 2019, and I was introduced to MOSAIC shortly 1 month after landing here. And I was in the career path, as mentioned, and I was predominantly searching for jobs. My background was life science and molecular biology. With MOSAIC, so the events and the workshops that I predominantly found benefited from were the mentor programs, the networking events. Then there was a specific workshop called the interview skills, which I enjoyed the most, and the informational interviews. And I must say, out of all the workshops and events that I participated, the one that I got a lot of value and information from was the interview skills workshop, because the culture that we come from and the Canadian culture are very different. And I was able to build my confidence and learn a lot of ways to present myself at the interviews that definitely, I must say that after attending that workshop, I went for 3 interviews and I got offer letters from all 3 of them. So I must say that it's the workshop that was the best. I really enjoyed it. I have met some really vibrant and inspirational people at MOSAIC here. They have shed a lot of light and their spirits and energy on me, and which I carry still today. I'm in touch with them, and I hope to see them soon when the restrictions are off. To every MOSAIC staff, they are very helpful, resourceful, and supportive. I thank you all so very much. I want to wish each and every one of you here all the very best, and a special thanks to the staff who were a part of my journey here. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Amrita, for sharing your story. We are so humbled to hear about your experience.
You're welcome.
Now we will welcome one of our colleagues, Krishnaveni Salvan. She was first a client and a volunteer with different programs such as the SOPA Settlement Online Pre-Arrival Services, Career Path, Workplace Connections, Language Centers, and now she's staff of Care Pathways. Krishnaveni, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mimosa. Good evening to everyone. You all might know me as an employee of MOSAIC since January this year, but my relationship with MOSAIC has been for 3.5 years now and is growing stronger with time. The MOSAIC was introduced to me in mid-2018 through an IRCC workshop in India when my PR was approved, as I had decided to move to British Columbia province. And I reached out to MOSAIC through SOPA, the pre-settlement program, while I was still in India. And I remember boarding my flight to Canada with nothing but just the tips and guidance from MOSAIC and my shaky confidence. Day one, after I landed in Vancouver, the first person I walked into meeting was my settlement coordinator at the MOSAIC office. She not only helped me settle down smooth and fast in a new land with my MSP, rental, and bank account, but she also planted the seed of volunteering or working with MOSAIC as being part of our community. And that led me to volunteer at language centers, tax clinics, cultural connections, and support organizing events. And on the other hand, MOSAIC continued to lead me by its hand, shaping my Canadian journey through employment programs such as iWork, Career Path, and Workplace Connections. It also recognized my efforts and skills and encouraged me to be more and do more by awarding me the Dr. K. Shetty Award in 2019 on my 1-year completion in Canada. 3 years in Canada, and I'm happy that MOSAIC is supporting me with my citizenship process now. So for me, MOSAIC has been like an Amazon, a one-stop shopping portal for everything in Canada. As an immigrant, I moved to Canada for my better future and to create my own identity. And I feel I have walked the full circle with MOSAIC, bursting from my cocoon as a caterpillar on a journey to discover my wings and transforming from a client to a volunteer and to an employee now. I'm proud to be part of this MOSAIC family, serving and making a difference for more immigrants like me, being an employment advisor with the Care Pathways program. And in our program, we help clients with nursing background to jumpstart their career with an alternative pathway to senior healthcare sector. And I'm content that I'm giving back by bridging the adaptation gaps of my client and helping them unfold their wings to fly higher. And the thing that I like most about my years of MOSAIC experience so far are the people here. The MOSAIC family. Though we are diverse people, different team and varied background, I have experienced the same warm smile, genuine care, and dedicated service to a client. And now working within MOSAIC, I have realized when an individual is truly happy, accepted, and taken care of, we reflect the same towards others as a mirror, and we are co-creating a thriving community. And I'm thankful for receiving more than what I have asked for, and grateful for all our MOSAIC family here for bringing out the butterfly in me and carrying me high above the winds of life. And thank you. Back to Mimosa.
Thank you, Krishnaveni. Now hearing your story, I'm like, oh, I think we are MOSAIC sisters. We both came 3 years ago, both started as clients, and I can so relate to your story. We are not just clients when we arrive at MOSAIC. We have an opportunity to thrive, they place so much confidence in us, and then you can just grow, be a butterfly, an eagle, whatever you wish to. Okay, so now we are moving to the next part. So we cannot call it a MOSAIC event if we don't have the seniors dance group joining us. And tonight, they have created a beautiful Roomba dance video with a song called Colors of the Wind. So I welcome you to watch the video together. And if you want to join them in dancing, please do so.
You think you won whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim, but I know every rock and tree and creature has a life.
You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim, but I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people that are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the newborn moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? From the hidden pine trails of the forest, go taste the sun sweet berries of the earth. Come stroll in all the places all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the newborn moon, or let the eagle tell you where he's been? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you never know. And you've never heard the wolf cry to the newborn moon, or whether red or white or copper skin. We're made to sing with all the voices of the mountain, made to paint with all the colors of the wind, and made to paint with all the colors of the wind. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you never know. And you've never heard the wolf cry to the newborn moon, or whether red or white or copper skin. We're made to sing with all the voices of the mountain, made to paint with all the colors of the wind, and made to paint with all the colors of.
Wow, thank you to our talented performers. You know, you showed us that even if we want to create a dancing environment, we can do that even on Zoom. Thank you for that. Now, moving on to the next part, we have Monica Navarro, coordinator of youth projects, who will introduce us to one of her clients. Monica, take it away.
Let me make sure I'm not muted. Hello, everyone, and thank you for having me. The next piece I'm about to introduce fills me with joy, and for me is a very, very special treat. The following video, it's being premiered at this celebration. So no one has watched this video before. It's actually the documentary project of one of our documentary project graduates from youth projects. I would like to thank my client, his name is Angel, for his generosity and his kind heart to share his work with us and to premiere his work with the MOSAIC family. Without further ado, I leave you with Angel one of our young filmmakers from our documentary project. Take it away.
My name is Angel Francisco Gomez Davalos. I'm from Mexico, and I'm living here in Canada since probably 1 year ago. I decided to come to Canada because back there in my city, it's pretty dangerous. There's so much violence, and was for a refugee reason, and was also family reason, not just mine. So that's why I feel here in Canada like happiness, but at the same time was pretty sadness because you see other reality here, like other life here. It's kind of strange because you don't even have in mind that the life here is like pretty different than your country or your city. So it's at the same time it's happiness because you live like other life, like you start from zero. So it's like a new opportunity, but also you remember where you came from, and you remember you have family there, and there the life it's not easy than here. So yeah, it's like a kind of fight of emotions. But right now, and one of the most powerful passion in my life, it's the music. It's something that I learned since a kid. So in specific, the rap, the hip hop culture, beat making, the graffiti, the breakdance, that kind of stuff. It's like something that I never put away from my life, my daily life. What I hope for me in Canada, it's to can start a new life. I hope here find my way. So I hope here find my opportunity to grow up in all the sense, in the creative sense, in the professional sense, but not just for me. I mean, I like to get that as well for my family. So yeah, because it's also one of my hopes here, like see my family grown up.
Thank you, Monica, and thank you, Angel, for sharing your story, your hopes, and your dreams with us. Now we're excited to hear from Armando Acosta, Career Paths and Workplace Connections client. So, Armando, we're excited to hear your story.
Thank you, Mimosa, and hello, everybody. My name is Armando Acosta. I am from Mexico City, and as an immigrant, I face challenges to get a job related to my skills and education. Today, I'm working in the finance department of a technology company, but the path was not easy. I sent over 100 different applications, resulting in only a few interviews. And I'm here to share with you what I learned and which of the MOSAIC resources I use. I joined MOSAIC Career Paths program last year and started working on my action plan, which helped me to get clarity in my next steps. From there, I leveraged mainly two resources: the funding provided by the career paths for skilled immigrants and the mentorship program. In terms of the funding, I decided to add a Canadian course to my resume. So I strongly recommend you to all to make the most of this financial support by doing a thorough research to choose the course or certification that will help you land the job you want. One way to do it is to analyze the requirement from the job postings you are applying for. Then the mentorship program was extremely useful for me. With Arsenic, my mentor, I learned the importance of job descriptions. Throughout our sessions, I learned how to extract information from job posts to customize my resume for every application and prepare for the interviews. To customize my curriculum, I read several times each job description and takes note about the keywords. My recommendation is to write the words in the same way as appear in the job description. For example, if the description says Microsoft Office, you must write Microsoft Office, even if you already mention an Excel or any other Microsoft Office software. Because nowadays the companies use applicant tracking system to match resumes based on the keywords to make the first selection. So in my case, to improve further my customization, I paid for 3 months membership in a tool where I could upload both my resume and my job description and review the match percentage and the missing keywords. Then for the interviews, my mentor showed me that the keywords are also relevant and how to use them when giving examples. So make sure you include the most important keywords when you're preparing your STAR examples. And finally, because English is not our first language, my mentor recommended to ask a native English speaker to proofread my resume and cover letter. Sometimes you might have a paragraph that in terms of spelling and grammar is correct, but it's not how English speakers phrase it. So I was surprised at how, with some small changes in the words, I could improve my resume dramatically. Additionally, in my job search path, I learned that you can leverage your job even though it's not fully related to your career goals. When I started applying at jobs, I had 2 years of gap in my resume, so I took an entry-level job to close the gap and add Canadian experience. However, I soon identified that I could help find a better one if I went beyond my responsibilities. And in that way, during the interviews, I was able to demonstrate my skills by sharing current examples in Canada. So no matter what job you have now, find out what skills are required in the job you want to try and do something in your current role to show that you can master those skills. So in summary, for me, all change is hard at first, messy in the middle and gorgeous at the end. And without a doubt, changing country is a tremendous change. And MOSAIC has a lot of resources to help us in our journey. But in the end, we need to roll up our sleeves and work hard every day to make things happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Armando, for sharing your career path and all those golden nuggets of landing a job in Canada. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Some of our clients share their experience through recordings, and we are happy to share it with you today.
Hello everyone, my name is Jale. I came to Canada from Iran in July 2020, which was the middle of a scary global pandemic. Coming to a new country can be a hectic experience. That's why I registered for MOSAIC services as soon as I got my COPR. Once I landed, I got connected to a STAR Day in workplace connections and also other people in MOSAIC and career paths, the services that I had registered for. She and everyone else provided resources and workshops, and also STAR Day connected me to my mentor, Evelyn, who was my rock in the first few months, and she gave me the tools and the confidence to find myself in my new home. I applied for and got accepted for an administrative role. I completed my course in business fundamentals with SFU, which is also another opportunity that came to me through STAR Day. I am forever grateful to her and Evelyn and everybody else in MOSAIC who helped my coming to Canada become a successful story.
Hello, my name is Debbie. I came to know about GESP program in 2020 when I met Shivani. This is a gender-based enhancement settlement program. This is a unique program which is supportive for newcomers family in Canada. I have attended various workshops on different topics, which was very informative on stress management, self-care, defense training, self-care therapy, healthy relationships, The best part is they are scheduling the programs on Saturdays when you can attend easily. And I really wanted to say thanks to MOSAIC, thanks to Shivani. You are doing very wonderful job. These programs are very supportive for our mental well-being and positive outlook to start new life in Canada. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward for new upcoming events with MOSAIC. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Sirika. I came from Afghanistan to join my husband. I arrived in Canada at the very beginning of 2021. At the beginning, I found Canada a very lonely place, and until I joined to youth project programming in MOSAIC. I have found lots of friends, and I joined to social activities and workshops in MOSAIC. People in MOSAIC like Monica and Anna, they're very friendly and very supportive. I have a master's degree in psychology, and the art therapy workshop was very useful for me to pass on strategies to my colleagues back home. Also, I learned how to make documentary, and I have planned to have my own YouTube channel to share my experience in Canada and as a psychologist. I was connected to career path programming, and I'm very thankful to Susan for all her support. Projects like these are very useful and for newcomers to find their way and find their place in Canada.
Hello, my name is Earl. I arrived in Canada in 2019 from the Philippines, and at that time I was actually applying for a temporary work permit, but I was lucky enough to be shortlisted and was invited to become a permanent resident. And someone suggested to me to connect with MOSAIC, and so I did. And that was truly a blessing as far as preparing myself for Canadian life and what to expect from Canadian society, to become part of Canadian society and to see how diverse, colorful, and inclusive Canadian society is striving to become. And really, MOSAIC as an organization itself is very diverse. I've come across many different people from different countries, different nationalities, races, experiences, and it was an encouraging experience for me knowing that Canada is open to different people from different walks of life. When I got here, I was able to connect again with the people who are based here, essentially showing me the ropes, introducing me to mentors. Even though I didn't have any family or relatives, I felt like their warmth and their hospitality and their welcoming arms were encouraging factors for me to continue and strive to be part and give back to Canadian society. I'm very thankful, especially to my mentor, my advisor, Susan Mihalik, and also Ray, Jen, Astarte, Olga, my career mentor, Travis, Soraya and her team, John, who helped me even when I was in the Philippines.
Hi, my name is Leia Tipaldo. I am a client of Ms. Shivani. I am really appreciated that I was the one of her client for almost 2 years. She always been helping me through a lot of things to support, accommodation, lawyers. And I'm so blessed that there is a program for all the people who needs help, most especially for those women who needs help, like in this situation that they don't know where they're going through. On this program, I am really appreciated that there are helping people who those in need. And thank you so much.
Congratulations on 45th anniversary.
Thank you, MOSAIC, for all your support, and happy your 45th birthday.
Thank you all for sharing your incredible, empowering journeys with MOSAIC. It's so heartwarming to hear your stories. And I heard many of you thank our staff, our volunteers, and our mentors. And I just want to say that MOSAIC is a reflection of you, your kindness, your resilience, and your strength. And now we are moving to another musical piece. The wonderful musician Sari Alesh will perform for us a song about immigration in Arabic called Ya Rahe Wen Musafer. The song was first written in 1973, and it's about the journey of immigration and leaving your home.
Hi guys, my name is Sari Alesh. I am so happy to be part of MOSAIC 45th anniversary, 45 years of serving immigrants and refugees, helping many people. I want to thank my friend Caroline Wallace for inviting me to be part of this celebration. Today I am gonna play an Arabic song called Ya Raih Wain Msafir. I hope you like it.
Thank you, Sari, for sharing such magical moments with us. And while it was playing, in my mind, I was thinking how we're going to get together and then we're going to dance to this music. And I know it's going to happen soon. We will do it. Now I would like to invite Daisy O, coordinator of the Seniors Club, to present a special gift to MOSAIC for the 45th anniversary, a poetry tribute to MOSAIC work. Daisy, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mosa. It's my honor to present the poem of a prominent calligrapher, Master Dang Huazhang. And he is a member of the MOSAIC Senior Club. Master Zhang is the national first-class artist and famous calligrapher in China. Also the chief artist and evaluation member of the World Painting and Calligrapher Art Evaluation Association of United Nations. So Master Zhang have been with MOSAIC for quite a while, for a few years, like 3 years, and he dedicated a poem in his beautiful calligraphy in honor of MOSAIC's 45th anniversary. And the poem is written in the Chinese 7-syllable poem form based on MOSAIC's 5 core values. If you know Chinese, creative, working with people-centered principle, inclusion and commitment based on understanding of humanity, pursuit of truth and integrity to coexist in harmony. Multicultural and diversity contributes to living in peace. And thank you, Master Zhang, for your valuable and precious calligraphy to MOSAIC. And Master Zhang is with us today, and so I really thank you. 谢谢你，张大师，谢谢你给我们一个碑非常漂亮的书法，谢谢你。Thank you, everyone.
Wow. Thank you, Daisy. This was beautiful. Thank you for such a wonderful piece, Master Zhang. We feel very honored to receive such a precious and memorable gift from you. Thank you. I think we are coming to the end of the event. So as we are coming to the end, I want to thank the committee members, volunteers, clients, and attendees for such an impactful and event full of uplifting stories. And if you enjoyed and found today's celebration inspirational, please feel free to share it with your friends and families or someone you know that might feel connected to MOSAIC's journey. We will be posting this recording on YouTube and you can share the link with them. So it was a pleasure being with all of you here tonight, and I really hope you enjoyed the event as much as I did. For all of us who like to network and share their journey, we will continue in small groups. So we will create breakout rooms. Feel free to join and leave at your convenience, everyone. And yeah, I think this is the end. Thank you, everyone, and have a great, great evening.